Perfect. Well, hello everybody. My name's Tracy. Thank you all so much for jumping on, and I know I just gave you all a little crash course on how to use the Zoom, so we really appreciate you all jumping on tonight, and love that you've been able to take some time out of your evenings and share with us, so thank you very much. For those who I don't know, as I just mentioned, my name's Tracy, and I absolutely love our Wednesday night event because we get to talk about a lot of things that I'm passionate about. First of all, our program and our products, but also the ability to connect via, I guess, social media and this amazing thing called technology. I mean, we're all around the country, and I know that we've probably got some Kiwis on here as well. So it's really cool that we can actually connect that way and first of all, either one, hear more about the products in the program, but also talk about the business side of this, great opportunity as well. So thank you again for your time. Tonight's all about, for those who don't know why you're actually here or what you've been invited to, this is an event where we actually run through our products and our programs. So the Juice Plus products and the program, which I absolutely love and have stuck to every week for the last 18 months, and my partner just thinks that's a miracle because it's the first thing I've actually stuck to, called the Juicy Body Transformation. And we're going to have a chat about that as well, and you're going to hear some stories from real women and I think we've only got women on here tonight, so you'll hear stories, because that's the part that I love the most, is that we all resonate with people at different levels, and hearing people's stories and everything behind it means so much more than just hearing all the statistics and all the rest of it. We won't bore you with that information. Then we're going to switch things up, and for those who are interested in hearing about the business side of things and seeing the opportunity there, we're going to run through a few very brief, a bit of information about that, and also hear some stories about women kicking some serious goals who've jumped on board with the business side of things as well. So just to kick things off, I'm going to hand over to the other amazing Tracy, who's going to run us through the products and programs. So Trace, it's so nice to see you tonight, and I'll hand over to you.
Thanks, Trace. Welcome everybody. Thank you for taking some time out to have a listen to what we've got to offer and our amazing products and programs. So yeah, today my little job is to talk to you about our products. So sometimes some of you this would be the first thing that got your interest and maybe why you're here tonight. It might be that you're interested in looking to get some more energy, some clearer skin, better hair, nice nails, but also just to take your health to that next level. So our products are a whole food product. They look like this. This is our capsules. It's fruit, veggies and berries. Nice pretty colours. We all know we need to eat the rainbow. So basically taking our whole food capsules every day gives you around about 27 fruit, veggies and berries into your system every day. Basically it was developed to support our daily diet, not to replace any fruit, veggies and berries. So I'm sure, like many of you, there's no way I could eat that a day. So the way that we managed to do that is that the fruits and veggies and berries are grown on farms, and they're picked at their ripest point and sent in to a factory to basically have the sugar and fluid taken out of them, dehydrated and put into a vegan capsule. The capsules are bioavailable in your system in 3 to 5 minutes. So it's basically, there's no of that disco wee that we get when we take those over-the-counter vitamins that we get in Coles or Woolies or anywhere else. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. So there's basically everything that you get in that capsule you can use. What I personally loved about seeing them the first time is my other job is that I'm a registered nurse. I have been for 20 years apparently this year when I renewed my registration, is that I have 2 young kids, and I used to really struggle when I read the back of the vitamins that we buy you know, over the counter, especially for my children, when I noticed a couple of the first ingredients was sugar. And we all know that we really want to decrease and try not to eat as too much sugar in our diet, but also that I could hardly pronounce the wheelbarrow names, as I call them. That's written on the back of a lot of our vitamins. But you'll find that on our capsules and our other products is that everything that is in it, you can read. It's something you can buy off the shelf. It's something you could eat, you could pick off a tree or take out of the ground. So there's nothing in there that is not safe for human consumption, which means that if you're elderly, if you're pregnant, if you have any sort of, you know, illness, there's no reason you can't take Juice Plus. If you can eat fruit, veggies and berries, you can take our products. So to me, that was a no-brainer. As I said, it costs a lot of money to eat 27 different fruits and veggies every day. But these are also extremely affordable. It makes sense to me. For as much as a coffee a day that we don't even question and we buy, you can get that into your system, and not just yours, but your whole family. Which brings me to another product, is that what we also love about our company is we call our company the company with a heart. So with any adult who gets just fruit and veggies or the whole three, you get a child or your child can have theirs for free. So there's over 1 million children in the world at the moment that are on our child health study. We have chews, which is your fruit and veggies, basically done in a chew. It's not coated in sugar. It's made out of tapioca. It's exactly the same as in the capsules. It's just made into a little gummy that if your child can eat a lolly, they can have those. I have to put mine away because my son eats 6 of each at a time and thinks he doesn't have to have anything else. And he's my Fossy eater. They are awesome for those little afternoon snacks when you just want to actually have a lolly, but you get to have for some more fruit and veggies. It's really, we've shown, a lot of research has shown that flooding your body with nutrients like your fruit, veggies and berries, for children especially, it creates them wanting to crave and eat more healthy food. There's you'll probably hear some stories later that people's children, I know with my son, he refused to eat anything green. He would actually vomit if he ate something green because he thought it was a vegetable. And I'm not kidding, my dad would not eat at the table with us because he would be frightened Toby would vomit. But it was gross. But he actually loves the chews. And he's been on them for over 5 years now. And I don't think there's a vegetable probably other than he doesn't like pumpkin, which is very strange, but he won't eat that. But he eats everything else now, and that's okay. I'm happy with that. So also too, what I do love about our company as well is that we don't have a catalogue of products. We literally have our fruit, veggies and berries. We also have, which I actually can't, I chucked out my empty container, is that one of our newer products is our vegan omegas. Basically they're an algae based omega, so we're cutting out the middle fish. It's not taken from actual fish products. It helps with decreasing the amount of minerals and that you can get from taking fish omegas that people are concerned about. It's also great for our vegan friends who avoid omegas because they are an animal-based product. And they're just new recently onto the market and helping with obviously it's a brain food and heart health. So we all are aware of how important they are. And just lastly, our other sort of products are our vegan gluten-free shakes. Now they're not just a protein shake. There is lots of goodness in these. We don't promote them as a meal replacement, but you can take them that way, use them that way if you like. they're another way also to get over that sort of 3 o'clock slump. Chuck one of these with a bit of water or mix it up with a frozen banana. I personally, getting up, doing shift work, I have them before I go to work because I'm actually an operating theatre nurse, so I could get stuck for hours and not be able to eat or drink actually anything, unfortunately. But in these, I don't get hungry. I just eat because it's lunchtime and I know I need to eat and nourish myself. So they're a pea protein and a soy protein product, but it's not just protein powder in them. You're getting things like you know, in the chocolate it's made, they've got chocolate and vanilla, raw cacao, but you're getting mushroom powder, sprouts, spirulina, alfalfa, broccoli powder, all sorts of whole food nutrition. We talk about micro and macronutrients. These are your macronutrients for the day. Your fruit and veggies and berries are your micronutrients. So basically our products got you covered for the day. And for life in general, they're not a short, quick fix product. It's something that you can take for the rest of your life. They are amazing. As I said, our family's been on them for years. One other thing, as Tracy did mention, that we do that a lot of other companies don't do, is we've got an amazing program that you get for free with our products that gives you hundreds of recipes plus an exercise program, an online support group. We do have like 8-week programs that, you know, just amp up our program throughout the year. That one of the guys last year actually who won the Shred Challenge joined our business, and he's just loving it, sharing his success and his love of the product with everyone else as well. It's easy to follow, there's no deprivation, and family friendly, which is really important, especially because probably a lot of us on here are either working mums or mums with kids or people that are just busy and need to get something really good and healthy into them, and not steering away from that takeaway food stuff that you have in your cupboard. It's not like fancy stuff that you think, what is that? It's really easy. And yeah, so I think that's covered everything. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Trace. No, you're wonderful. Thank you very much. And we're actually going to hand straight over to Hayley now. Hayley's going to share a bit about her journey so far on Juice Plus. So Hayley, over to you, hun.
Thanks, Tracy. I came across Juice Plus when I was pregnant with my second baby, which is more than 18 months ago now. I was working 4 days a week. I've also got a 5-year-old now. I was working 4 days a week, studying, and I was just, you know, looking for some extra energy. I've always tried to live a healthy lifestyle, but like everyone else, I was just feeling worn down and wanted an extra boost. I first looked into the product and it just made complete sense to me. It's so simple, but about to go on maternity leave, I just wasn't ready to commit to it straight away. And I really regret it now, but I think when my second one was about 4 weeks old, I was like, right, I need this. Actually, it was my partner that suggested it. He said, I don't want you to run yourself into the ground, just get this. And I really wanted it for myself because I was breastfeeding. I wanted to do all that I could for my baby. And I love the idea of getting the free chews for my other daughter. Within the first couple of weeks, I noticed some subtle changes straight away. I wasn't waking up feeling tired. I was getting up all through the night to breastfeed, and that was a real struggle for me previously. And then I was getting through to like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was just wanting my bed all the time, but I just kind of lost that slump. I was also working from home while I was on maternity leave, and my baby was a cat napper. So I had to do that work of a night time, and I was still able to manage up and stay up till 10 o'clock and still get up, feed through the night and start my day. So that energy level really did boost for me. I've been on the products now for, I must be over 12 months. I've not had a cold since I've been on the product. And my digestive issues that I previously had have all sorted themselves out now too. My partner has been taking the product as well. He basically took it because he was a skeptic. He just wanted to prove that it didn't really work and it was all in my head. But he's been on board too. He noticed that he was craving more fresh produce. He's a tradie and has always bought takeaway for lunch instead of packing a lunch. And he found that he was going into supermarkets and buying salads. And for him, he's always had a lot of inflammation with his joints. And he noticed that his pains weren't there or wasn't as bad as what they had been. My daughter, we were watching her at first, not really knowing if this was doing anything for her or not. But then when we started paying attention at dinner time, she was still a bit painful to eat dinner, but she was going for her salad before she would eat any of her protein. She won't eat cooked veggies. They all have to be raw, but I'm fine with that. So that was great to see. And she's always suffered from croup ever since she was a baby. And croup is just horrible. It sounds like they're a dying seal in the middle of the night, and they really get really frightened with it. And it's frightening for me too. And since she's been taking the chews for over 12 months, she's only had croup once, which is a really big difference for us. My 1-year-old now is taking the chews because every time I open the fridge and she sees Charlie has them, she's saying, more chews, more chews. And we were really excited to get this, share this product with our family. My mum suffers from reflux and had arthritis in her hands. She's been on the product for 12 months now and she's not complained of that arthritic pain anymore. My dad has heart disease and a whole range of other health issues that pop up. So he's taking the product too. And my sister is a school teacher. She's had chronic fatigue and glandular fever, and her immune system has just always been shot. As soon as there's anything going around school, she's picked it up. Or if she does too much and just exhausts herself, then she's down for a week, just crashing and burning. And she's the same. She's only been sick once in this whole year. So that's really great results for us. But we really wanted to get Aunt Dad onto the product. He had suffered from prostate cancer and he'd had a lot of radiation. And we really just wanted to restore his cells because this product works on a cellular level. So when he started taking the products, he was told that his count had increased and they could no longer treat him with radiation. He had to go on to hormone therapy. So he had his first round of hormone therapy. And then I think it was 3 months later, which just coincided with the end of the 4 months of his first Juice Plus order, he went in to have it again, but they checked his count and it had actually decreased. And the only thing that he had changed was taking Juice Plus. So we can't prove that it's made a difference, but yeah, it's just a really great coincidence. And yeah, we're just so happy to hear of that result. I'm really in love with the program as well. We started eating out of the program and it really helped me shred my baby weight. I bounced back a lot quicker the second time around than what I did the first. And I still cook out of the guides every week. They're so easy. There's so much flavor in them and the kids love them. So yeah, I'm really happy with the results that we've all had, and we'll be taking this product for life. All right, I think I'm going to pass you over to speaking next. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks, Hayley. Oh my gosh, I've never heard the story of, about your father-in-law, so that's awesome. I just love that. So as you can hear, everybody's story is different, and it's stories like that that just make it even more passionate about what we're doing and being able to share it with more people as well. So we're actually going to switch it up a little bit now, and I'm going to hand over to Tanika. So Tanika, I'd love you to take over from here, hon.
Hi guys, thanks everyone for sharing tonight. I love listening to those stories, and that's the awesome part about this business, is that we really get to connect with so many people who we probably wouldn't have crossed paths with if it wasn't for this mission that we're all on. So just to give you a bit of an example, I've been in the business now for 2 years, but before I actually started this little mission that we all have going, I never knew any of these girls basically, except for my cousin Katie, who's actually on the call tonight, and of course the amazing Tracy Oakley, who just did that awesome product share. So that's the good thing about this, and that was probably one of my main concerns when I started looking into this business, was that I didn't really know that many people. And this just really goes to show you that you really don't need to know that many people, because that's the amazing thing about this business, is that you get to link arms with people along the way that you really wouldn't have, you know, cross paths with. So I'm just going to get my little trusty whiteboard out, because I really feel that this is a really good visual that I can show you guys who are on the call tonight, and, you know, might have a few questions and concerns, and even just little things that I had personally when I was looking at this business. I'm sure a lot of you might have as well. So that is that, you know, you don't really know that many people, and you may be thinking that right now as well. So when I came into this business, a friend of mine, Kylie, forgot her name for a second, she was just doing some posts on Facebook, and I got a little curious, because at the time I was working full-time, teaching at a school. I also have 3 girls. So I was super, super busy, but I just lost my mojo. I'd lost that love of what I was doing, and I just felt stretched in so many ways. So this basically just really came into my life at the perfect time for me. I probably wasn't consciously looking for something, but when I saw what Kylie was up to, I really got curious and got my questions answered. So I came into the business as Kylie introduced me, and then I'm just going to use a few examples of some girls that are on tonight. So Katie, who's going to be up sharing after me, is my cousin, and I was doing the same thing, did some posts on Facebook, just was sharing what I was genuinely excited about, that I'd started taking these amazing magic beans and sharing some of my, you know, benefits that I'd already started to notice, and Katie reached out. Katie had actually already been on the product years before, so she knew a lot about it, but it was more the mission behind it and the business side of things as well. And then Kate introduced it to the amazing Tracy, who is hosting our call tonight. And Trace has also now shared it with a lot of girls as well. So Hayley, who you just spoke to, I'm just using some of these as an example because you've heard the girls tonight. But just to let you know, I obviously knew Katie because she was my cousin, but I would never have met Tracy or Hayley, or, you know, Tracy's got Beck now, and Hayley's got Sam, and Katie's got lots of other teamies out here as well, and so have I. And, you know, when we're all linking arms and being really inspired by what this can actually be for people. And I think the really amazing thing about our company and our business is that the 2 main things that everyone struggles with all across the world right now is health and their wealth. And this business opportunity gets to cover both of those. You know, we really get to help people with their health, but at the same time we can help them create some wealth and just get those families who may be, you know, wishing that they could go away on a family holiday at Christmas, but they just never can get there because they're just really stretched financially. They're maybe living paycheck to paycheck, week to week, and at the end of the year there's nothing left. And actually I was listening to something on the radio this morning, and they were talking about how so many people now actually don't even go away when they have their 2 weeks off in traditional jobs. The 2 weeks that they do get off, they're that financially stressed or they're worn out that they don't get to go away. It's actually, I think they call it a staycation now instead of a vacation. So they're actually staying at home, which is really sad because, you know, they're busting their butts for probably somebody else who's, you know, making all the money at the top, because that's usually what happens in traditional business. And I worked in one for a long time as well. And that's probably another concern that we have when we're first talking to people about this business, and definitely one when I was first looking into it was, is it one of those pyramid schemes? And I just want to really put that at rest now that they've actually been illegal since the 1930s, I think it was, or 60s. Anyway, that's definitely not what this is. But what I'm trying to say is that in traditional businesses, there's always a person at the top, right? Whether you're at a school and it's a principal, or it's the head of department, or you work in Woolies, and there's a CEO and then the area managers and things like that. It's really hard for people to get to the top in those businesses. And usually if there is a position available at the top, they're not bringing those people up that have been in with that company forever. They're bringing in an outside person. So the thing that I really love about our business structure is that every single person that comes into this business and joins our mission can actually be successful in this. There's not just one spot at the top for that one person to make all the money. It's actually unlimited potential. So every single person comes in at the beginning, whether you're, a doctor, a lawyer, a checkout chick, whatever that might be, a mum who hasn't been to work for years and they're kind of losing their confidence and losing their self. Anyone who comes into this business, we all start at the same level. And then as we start to work our way up, we start helping other people with their health and their wealth, and we inspire other people to jump onto our mission. I think the thing that is so appealing to so many people now is that we can really do this from our phones, and every single person has one of these, whether it's an iPhone or a Samsung or whatever it might be. This is how we can do our work. And when I was looking into it, my concern was I didn't have time, because I was working full time, 5 days a week, 3 kids, blah, blah, blah. But what I really found is that you can just build this business in stolen moments. I knew I spent a lot of time scrolling on Facebook, and that wasn't serving me. I wasn't getting paid. I was sitting in the pickup line at school. I was waiting in the dance car park for my daughter to finish dance 5 nights a week. And it's just using those stolen moments that you can really get to build your business. But the thing that I really am so passionate about now, and that I really want to inspire so many other people, is that we're all part of such an amazing tribe. And I don't know about you guys when you were in traditional jobs, or you probably still, some of you still are in those kind of jobs, is that, there were probably people there that we really didn't love or like to hang out with, and we just had to do it because, we really didn't have a choice. But in this business, everyone is so inspiring and cheering each other on. We're all each other's cheerleaders. It's not like we're competing for positions or anything like that. The only way you can really be successful in this business is if you're caring and you genuinely care about people and you like to see people succeed. So now I'm going to pass it over to Katie, and Katie's just going to share with you guys about the ways that we get paid in this business. So I'll just see if I can spotlight Katie, if she hasn't dropped out, because I know her internet sometimes messes up, but here she is. So thanks, Kate.
I'm here for the moment, so let's go. Thanks for that, Meg. So yeah, like Tanika said, I'm just going to share quickly about, I guess, how we get paid, because a lot of people have those questions, of course, and it's only natural, and also the potential bonuses and things around what can be achieved in this business as well. So like Tanika was saying, and a lot of us know from having a traditional day job, is that you normally just get paid one way. So it could be a wage or a salary. If we're lucky, we get paid 2 ways, being bonuses, which are getting fewer and far between these days, with companies wanting to hang on to their money more so than ever before. So basically, when I came across Juice Plus, I was informed that we get paid 3 ways. And I thought, what do you mean we get paid 3 ways? That's a bit crazy. We don't have to hold stock in our garage. We don't have to have, a minimum amount of product coming to us. We don't have to distribute it. All we basically do is connect the customer to our head office, or the customer to the product, and they do everything. They ship out the product. They collect payment from the customer. They're there for support if we need them, if customers need questions answered, all those sorts of things. So the only product we have is our own that we consume. And so basically the 3 ways we get paid, I've done a little quick thing up on the whiteboard just to make it a little bit more visual for you, because I'm a visual person. So basically we get paid a retail profit. Like I said, all we do is connect the customer to the product, and voila, we get retail commission in our bank account. Another way too, like I mentioned, was bonuses. And from the start to, as you go along in the business, there's potential to earn quite a fair few bonuses along the way. And as somebody mentioned before, because this is a teaching business, as you go as well, you also get rewarded with helping, uplifting, and teaching people within your team. You also get those bonuses as well. And then there's the commission. So there's your three ways. You've got your retail profit just for purely connecting the customer to the product. You've got your bonuses, which are varying from starting at $1,000, working all your way up to $10,000, which is crazy town, because I've never got a bonus of $10,000 in my whole, 37 years of working or whatever I've been working. And then you also get commission. So the commission is basically just a true reflection on how many people you help get healthy, how many families, how many people you're impacting on a daily basis to improve their lifestyle, improve their health, and share that love around. So that's what the commissions are. As I said, the bonuses they can start from $100, and most people get $100 within the first couple of days of joining the business. And like I mentioned, you go all the way up to $10,000, and that's just a true reflection on the amount of people you're helping get healthy along the way. And like you've heard tonight with Hayley's story, and lots of other people's stories as well with family and friends, the benefits of the product is amazing. And when you're involved with the business, then you get rewarded for that. Not once, not twice, but bloody hell, 3 ways. So I'm going to hand it over to Marie now. She's going to share her business story.
Hi, everyone. So Juice Plus came into my life about 8 months ago. The product made so much sense to me. It wasn't really much of a brainer because it was backed by so much science and evidence, and it was addressing some prevention of disease, which is something I encounter on a daily basis as I'm a clinical pharmacist in aged care. And I just really wanted my family to be on this product. But the business side, I wasn't so sure about it. I'm somebody that likes to keep to myself in my own little world. But when I realized that Juice Plus is actually a gift that needs to be shared, and it could actually change people's health, I had to really put myself aside. Everybody knows I love people, I love helping people, I love health and fitness, and it just sparked that possibility that this is actually a way I could really make a difference in the world. And when you hear the beautiful stories and gratitude for when I was brave enough to share this with people, it's just so amazing. Like today, one of my work colleagues, she's been on the product probably for 4 weeks, and she came over to me. She's a really, really bad chocoholic. And she came to me, she said, Marie, I haven't craved chocolate. And we were crying together. And we were so happy. It was tears of happiness because it's really changed her life, and she's starting to lose weight. But it's not just helping those around me, but it's also helping my family. And the business rewards me for doing that, for caring. At the beginning of this year, I was still working full-time a lot, and around about March, we decided that I'll go part-time, although I've had lots of options to do full-time. And I think the biggest reason for that was my youngest, Kian. He's had a few struggles this year, and he's been diagnosed with ASD, which I haven't shared with a lot of people. And I just felt like I couldn't be the mom I want to be for him. I'm always rushing. But that was a big decision because it was a big financial dip for us to go 3 days a week. And everything was pretty tight, expenses with Kian's appointments. And I remember going to dinner with friends, and I would think, oh my gosh, I haven't really budgeted for this. And Christian is so good, my eldest, with basketball, and he would like to play for club basketball, but that's an extra $300-400 a term. and we were just forever talking about money. So it wasn't really worth it. But you know what? Since I've started this business, it's just taken that pressure off. I can spoil myself without feeling guilty. I can buy myself a nice face cream. I could spoil my husband on his 40th birthday. The credit card is almost paid off. And 2 days ago, I told Christian that next term, next year when school starts, he's going to play basketball. Did you know that he can play for the club? But you know, it's not just those things. I have big dreams, and I've got this big vision board in front of me. But I think the big thing is I can dream again. 6 months ago, I couldn't dream. There was no dreams. I've got all these dreams, and I wanna do more. There's more out there. I wanna give back. I told my husband I want to show my kids Africa, where we come from, and I want to get involved in things like sponsoring more children through compassion. And our church has got a big program in North Africa where they're building a school. I want to be able to give money to that, but now I can dream of doing that. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's not really about me. It's about the difference I can make in the world and for those around me. And that's just a blessing. And I'm so grateful that I've started this journey.
Well, Marie, I can't speak now. So your story, I've had the pleasure of meeting you a couple of times now, but I've never actually heard your story like that. So I'm so happy, and I can't even speak now. So somebody might have to take it. This is why we do this, is because $300-400 a week, you know, look at the difference that's making initially for you, but you know, imagine, you know, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, like that's going to change your family's life and change your kids' lives and change everybody around your life. And you know, your dreams are huge, and I'm so blessed tonight to actually hear that tonight. And usually I have this big spiel to close. I don't think it needs it tonight. Anybody who's listening can see why we do this and why we share it. And I guess, you know, I don't have children, but hearing your story, you know, just reinforces why I need to share it with more people as well, because we don't know how people are struggling and what difference it could make to somebody's family. And like you've just said, having the opportunity to not only dream again for yourself, but for your family, and make such an impact purely by sharing a product that you truly believe in yourself first, is just an absolute blessing. So for anybody who's listening to this now, or, you know, or thinking about the business side of things or the product, or listening to a recording, I hope you take a lot from tonight and just ask yourself exactly what Marie did 8 months ago. What if this could help a family, but also what if this could actually change other people's lives and make such a bigger impact? You know, it's fruit, veg, and berries in a capsule, but it can actually change your life. And hun, I've got no other words, but thank you for sharing tonight. I know that took so much courage, and I'm so glad we get to do this together and that I've met you. So thank you very much.
It's my pleasure.